Members of the guards, please contact... Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney.
Apologies, sir. It all just... I think an attorney won't be necessary.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago. To the case only through elucidating what really happened in that case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on. Why would I do that? If that's enough to make me...
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics.
Exactly, Your Honor.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large... During the banquet, when the guests arrived at the guard's investigation, the suspect did not dispute that Callus was defeated by... These are the known...
The one with... after that... however... Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabaret...
Huh?
I've heard of that.
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind... And if the charge...
Yes.
In that case, members of the guard... Mr. Marcel.
I think an attorney...
Very well.
I would like to take only through...
Navia, come on. If that's enough to make...
Exactly correct, Your Honor.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina, during the banquet, when the guests arrived at the guard's investigation, the suspect did not dispute this. Callus was defeated by... These are the known...
The one with the motive to kill. After that, the true... however... Something... The testimony of the victim's family, however, unfortunately... Something's not... This assassin... A pile of clothing, but now it is... Realizing that true culprit...
So that's what happened. Wait, you're...
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? One,
Boo!
I may not have. We should be able, considering the serious.
That makes sense to me.
Maybe she's scared.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent.
My second question has to do with the... Then why didn't Mr. explain himself in court? If he had...
I've thought about this too. The dissolving my father could have exposed at that time. What was certain, however,
Boss once told.
What?
if the secret had gotten out, the culprit would, of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter. But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict had this? But by staying, I was able. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge,
So,
that's right.
do you have any...
Of course, all you need. I don't need your apology, but since he entrusted his will,
Yeah, as a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless in my line of work. Just one look, I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never...
Since that's your testimony,
I concur. However, Miss Navia,
Right? What she said was fat.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial?
of course, Your Honor. The two cases are in my father's case, the culprit, and at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of it. The culprit could only time their actions so precise, coincidentally.
So that's why I'm used to it, though.
No need to...
I won't try to... On top of that, does a person have to be physically... I know that even with that, alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt? But if I were to just... Do you know what the...
I suppose you're...
It's time. I'm a businessman in addition. But the
I do apologize, demoiselle. This was my mistake.
No, it's not your fault.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you... You can also take a look at my border entry records. Or ask, could those records and testimonies do something to appease...
Got the wrong guy. At this rate, Navia will...
I think you've done a superb... But aren't you going... He wished for you... Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into...
This isn't just about me. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is the people whose family, many people's, and whose is it a man? Oh, so you do know that.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never...
I was waiting for you to...
The wind rises.
My guiding stars!
Squall Fury.
The night is cold.
Whoa! The floor is going up! Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place. Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up. from where we need to go.
The wind rises.
Not now. My guiding stars.
You dare to gaze upon me?
The night is cold.
Squall and fury.
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
Too slow.
My guiding stars.
Behold! How amusing. Everything was futile. Flicker. Diffract.
Going in!
Here you are.
Off we go! Adventure time! Everybody stand!
Flicker. Here you are.
Though, as expected, the mastermind isn't here. What's all this? Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box. Oh, Paimon sees it too, but... Huh? You mean the girls from the... And all the boxes of things. These names... Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water! That means this is where they make all this. If you dilute it with Paimon, we'll take... Let's see what's written. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this... This should prove the existence of the third person, right? We still... The old dogs... He can act when... I concur. Let's send some... Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups. Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the what? Mixing in prop. Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep! What's this over here? Looks like some kind of numbers. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. How can someone write something that terrible and you read the rest? Paimon's too scared to keep going. So that's what... You really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. Ah, you mean Vache is the one who did all of these... experiments? So that's it? No, that's not it either! If that's the case, why would he want people... In any case... We've looked at almost everything here. Yeah, we haven't found anything that revealed. No wonder even Nervalet was that way. Even if we bring all this back to the opera, sure thing. You take that side and Paimon will take... Ugh. Nothing at all! And Paimon can't even find snacks either! Whoa, really? Let Paimon see! Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then... Aw. So many! A whole page's worth! The final Marcel... Wait, but... Marcel's pretty old.
And whose image do you see? Is it a man? Oh, so I was...
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my partner. I just knew...
Just how often do you intend...
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalet. Given their confidence, I
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've all...
Huh?
We've investigated your lair, and we already know everything. After your lover, Veneer, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing... You even created Marcel as a new identity, and destroyed all records of your past as...
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been...
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing Well, Marcel, you fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away. Instead, you never noticed how we changed.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself.
Do you really think I wanted to pay attention to you? What for? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, they said there's... Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! You only have yourselves to blame. Veneer is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she... But I'm not from this blasted place.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Do you all see? I did all of that. I spent my...
The suspect is
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! Please!
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that...
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth. The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher, and worked as an adventurer with his during an underwater expedition. Veneer accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea, and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result. Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others, and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of to cover his tracks. He invented the new alias. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of... However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his after exchange, although the assassination did not go as and just recent. However, his attempt to frame thus concludes the enigmatic history. The Oratrice will... According to the judgment of the Oratrice, guilty.
Guards, take Vacher away.
Good. It's what he deserved.
With that, the serial disappearance...
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a...
Yippee! We have now... He's heard so many... Huh? Are you okay?
Demoiselle, you were at...
The day our late boss...
Yeah.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
What now?
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict...
Oh, come on.
Please respect...
All right,
Through evidence presented in the public trial, the guilty party has... We now turn... According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, guilty.
What?
Hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just...